Hi friends, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you my makeup routine. I honestly feel a little bit nervous because this is not something I usually do, just because there are so many people on the internet and on YouTube that are really good at makeup and really good at explaining and showing, and I haven't really done that before, so I'm a little bit out of place. But since some of you asked for a makeup routine, I will show you. Today I am at my mother's house and it's Saturday. Me and my husband had a sleepover here last night and now he is at home working outside on our farm. I'm not really sure. So I stayed here today. Okay, but let's just begin. The first thing I'm going to use is this one it's called niacinamide in Swedish. I think it's maybe niacinamide in English, but I'm not really sure. So I'm gonna start with this one. A couple of years ago I had really bad acne. It was very hard for me. It was at its worst when I went to Bible school, and today, as you see. But the thing that helped me the absolute most is this one, and this is a game changer for my routine, and I really like it. So I used to use this every morning and every night. And then we are gonna go with some foundation, and I use this foundation. This one is a little bit dark for me, but I'm gonna make it work. I always buy foundations that are like luminous, so I just do like this. Then I take a beauty blender and I'm gonna dip it in some water because it needs to get bigger. So now I'm just going to pat my face. This is really a game changer to have this one a little bit more wet. This really helps my skin to look glowy and very nice. Of course, if you are someone who are very good at makeup, then you probably have some tips and tricks for me to do it better. But the thing is, I think makeup is very personal, and even though I see a lot of people doing a lot of great stuff, I need to be able to do it myself. So I think it's really about you need to learn how your makeup works, what works good for your skin type and all of that. Then I take a bronzer and a brush. This is from a Swedish brand called, oh, I got some on my pants, called Kaja, and I got this from my cousin. Just like that. As you see, this looks kind of a lot. I like to have it a little bit darker and kind of bronzed. Now I am putting a concealer on, and it is this one from Fit Me, Maybelline New York, and I put it right here. I used to do a big like triangle like this, but I find this to look a lot more natural. A little bit here at my nose. I would definitely say I do not have the best products, but this is maybe for all of us who don't have so much money to spend on makeup. I rather spend my money on other things than makeup, and for me this works and I think it looks good, so that's the most important thing. I think this one, the niacinamide, if it's called that, I think this one makes my skin very smooth, and that's something of course I love, but I think that's what makes my skin look very smooth. Also, the fact that I make this one a little bit wet. Then I take a little stick of blush. A blush stick, I think it's called. And this is just a little bit, it's like a coral, because I want my face to be I like warmer colors, and I think it matches my skin very good. So I just put a little bit here. I am not afraid to use a lot of this because since I have tried it, I know when I blend it out, it really fades away a lot. And a little bit on my nose. And then I take this brush to just lightly pat it out. I always like it to be a little bit pink. I think it's very cute. And then I take this one, which is also something I use every day. And this is from Jaclyn Hill. I bought this eyeshadow palette for my wedding as well. I did my own makeup on my wedding day. That was a time for me when I really like learned how to do good makeup, and especially like the base. I use one called Booked together with one that is called Birthday. It's one with a little bit gold shimmer and one that is kind of brown orange. This also makes a very big difference in my eyes. I don't know, I really like it. And I have a eyebrow pencil. Okay, I'm gonna try to explain this. And I do a stroke like that, like so, on both sides. Like that. Then I do just connect it like that. Not too harsh, I try to be very light on my hand. And then sometimes I do like this and sometimes I don't. But today I will. This is hard to explain because I'm very concentrated. I then brush them. And then I'm gonna put some concealer on them. Like that. Then I take some concealer. And now you have the ability to shape them. If they don't look exactly how you wanted it, you can shape them. But this takes, for me at least, it took a lot of practice to be steady on my hand. Now I take this one and I blend it. And this is also because I don't want the lines to be as sharp. So I do this kind of roughly, like over them. Like this. And then I take this is just the eyebrow gel. And now it is time for the eyes. And I have a eyelash primer from Mary Kay. I feel like the only thing I'm saying is then I do this and then I do this and then this. Because I don't know what words to use. And then I use a mascara from Mary Kay. And I do the same kind of technique. So at first I do like this and then like this. This is my absolute favorite mascara of all times. Especially because I think it makes it, they don't get so lumpy. They get very like nicely separated. And then I do another coat. And now for the last thing I'm gonna do is I take some of this eyeshadow and use it as a highlighter. So I use it on the tip of my nose and then a little bit here, some here, here. This is also just to make my face look a little bit more glowy. Okay guys, so this is my everyday makeup routine. I hope you like it and maybe you learned something or maybe you get some inspiration on how you can do it. I like it. I hope you do too.